today's video, we're going to pull the blade off the recycler to take a look at it and see how bad off it is after cutting the Bermuda, after doing some sand leveling. I think it's pretty torn up. Let's take a look at it. Alright guys, so like I was saying, I've been cutting the Bermuda about twice a week after doing some lawn leveling with a bunch of sand. And I noticed I've been getting sand drawn up and put into the collection bag. So I'm assuming that this blade has been really getting torn up by that sand. So I want to pull it off. We'll take a look at it. This is the old blade that I pulled off because I thought it was getting a little dull and worn out. And I'd sharpened this blade a couple times already. But just from what I'm seeing right here, this blade's in much better shape than the blade I have on there. So we're going to get it pulled off. We're going to touch this blade up with the grinder, get it nice and sharp, and then put this on, and we'll be back to the races. So let's get this blade pulled off. All right guys, we're just going to use a 9/16 socket on the impact. Obviously not supposed to be using chrome sockets on impacts, but you know, whatever. Alright, that came off pretty easy. Let's take a look at this thing. Alright guys, we're going to compare these two blades. So this blade is the one that I took off a while back, sort of at the beginning of this cutting season. Took it off to have it as a spare. I knew it was starting to show a little bit of signs of wear, so I pulled it off. This one was brand new when I put it on, and as you can see, it is completely worn out. You can see those curves on the cutting edges, and you can see these serrations, these mulching type serrations are more or less completely eroded. It's crazy to see the difference in these two blades. Like I said, I did a round of leveling on the lawn with sand, and I think just cutting twice a week after doing that leveling with the sand has really worn this blade out. So just wanted to show you the comparison between these two. I went way too long with this blade before deciding to really look at it and swap it out. So just something for y'all to pay attention to as you're mowing your grass. If you do any sort of leveling with sand, you're going to want to pay attention to that blade. It's going to wear out much faster, so just be aware of that.